Linda kept her lips and mouth as if she had tasted bitter leaf and now shouted at Grace, "Look at you, eh? You are just a glorified house girl in uniform. Do you even know how to greet guests well?" Linda was confused. She stopped what she was doing and faced her. "Eh? Tio, I am not a house girl. Don't call me that again. I clean this hotel. That is my job as a cleaner. Okay? Please do not insult me." Linda laughed at her. "Eh? You clean because that is all you are good at. Do you think wearing this uniform makes you important? In case you have forgotten, Grace, guests come here for me and not for you. Eh? Take a look at your shoe. See, they are crying. Help me, help me." Grace looked down. Her shoes were old, but they were very clean. She then kept her head low. She kept quiet because silence was better that period. Grace decided not to reply Linda, and Linda took that opportunity to bark like a dog more. "Answer me now, Madam Cleaner. You cannot talk again." Grace just picked up her bucket that she's using to clean and left. Linda, seeing that, laughed so loud. She felt like a winner. She felt she has humiliated Grace. She faced the girl beside her, her colleague, and said to her, "Some people are born to be poor. No matter how much they try, they will continue to remain small, a cleaner forever." And Linda made sure that Grace heard her as she was leaving. Still, Grace did not turn back to come and reply her. She left. Grace had been working at the Golden Dove Boutique Hotel for only 6 months. The hotel was small but very fancy. After Grace got the job as a cleaner, her job there is to mop floor, wipe tables, greet guests with a smile. She earned just enough to buy food for herself and pay for her tiny one-room apartment in Kube. And she never complained that her salary was not enough. Nobody at that hotel knew her real story. Nobody knew who she was. Grace has an elder brother named Collins, and they have not spoken for years. After their parents died, a fight over property broke them apart. Grace chose to walk out from the family house with just 2,000 naira left in her account and a small bag. She wanted to make her own life, to prove that she wasn't after any wealth. Because after her parents died, her only brother Collins claimed that a female child does not need an inheritance, that she can stay under him. They had serious misunderstanding, and Grace chose to leave because she doesn't want to live under someone who had that kind of mentality. She left the house and decided to search for work and make it on her own. Proof to her brother that she can actually make it without him. One day, as she was walking on the road, she saw a job ad for cleaner at Golden Dove. The hotel name rang a bell, but she still applied anyways. She didn't tell anyone her last name because it's of no use. Her last name won't be fetching her any money, so she decided to drop it and go by only Grace. Her plan was simple: work quietly, save money, and one day show her brother that she was not a lazy person or someone who is standing beside him all because of money. She had to prove to her brother that she can stand on her own. Fortunately for Grace, she got that job as a cleaner at that hotel. But Linda was a proud receptionist, and she had been making life miserable for Grace. From day one, Grace stepped inside that place to start working. Linda hated her. She would ask her stupid questions. Why are you so quiet? Why are you mute? You don't even have a smartphone. What kind of a girl are you? Grace would just stand there and be staring at her. The only thing that would come out of her mouth is, "Good morning, oh Linda." But deep down, that good morning, Linda does not even deserve it. But she had to do it just for peace sake. Then, one sunny Thursday morning, Grace had just finished mopping the lounge when a guest walked to the front desk. He was really angry. He was then shouting and asking, "Where is my 45,000 naira? This is the money I left in my wallet. Who entered my room? Who cleaned my room few minutes ago because my money is missing?" Grace was really shocked because she was the one that cleaned the whole room that morning. And she knew she did not take any money. Then, Linda, the proud and arrogant receptionist, she started staring at Grace, like seriously staring at her, as if she knew it was Grace that stole the money. Then, she faced the man that was angry. "Sir, calm down. I don't know anything about any money, okay? But this cleaner here," Linda immediately pointed at Grace. "See her, she has been moving around the rooms this morning, cleaning. Maybe you should ask her." Grace was already scared because she knew she wasn't the one. But seeing the face of that man, you would be very scared, even if you are not the one that did it. Grace shouted, "No, me, I didn't do anything, no." And the guest frowned more and shouted at her, "Then who took it? Someone must have entered my room. Who is that person?" Linda was just doing busybody that fateful morning. He immediately turned to the security guard. "Why are you standing there like a dog? Can't you go and check the CCTV camera and see if we will see the person that entered the room? You know it is your job to know who enters the room." The security guard had to leave immediately. And some few minutes later, the same guard came back with a small USB drive. They all crowded around the computer. Grace's heart was beating so fast. She knew she was innocent. But in this kind of situation, someone can set her up. She doesn't know what is going to happen next. But when the footage played, everyone was in shock. The screen showed that someone in a cleaner's uniform entered the guest room. The person bent over the table and left. And that person looked like Grace. Her mouth was really open. "It's not me. No, this is not me. Oh, I did not enter that room. I swear on my life. I just remembered. I have been cleaning. But you see this particular room, I didn't even know this is the room people are talking about. I have not entered this room this morning. I was still going to, but I have not." But the man that his money was missing was still angry. "Oh, you think I'm stupid, eh? I see your face there. Pay my 45,000 naira right now, or I will call the police. Make your choice." Grace started crying and begging. She then looked at Linda to help her beg, but Linda just crossed her arms and smirked. "This is so shameful, oh. Grace, I want them about employing just anybody in this hotel. Now see, you people have employed thief, oh. Hey, God forbid that I will embarrass my family like this." Grace felt like the ground should just swallow her. She was then dragged to the manager's office. The manager, Mr. Benson, looked at her. "Grace, this is bad though. It's just barely 1 year you started working. It's just 6 months. I cannot keep a thief in my hotel. You are fired. Leave your uniform before you go." "Sir, please." Grace started begging. "Please, sir, I did not do anything. I didn't steal the money. Please believe me. Even the CCTV camera did not see my face. It just saw someone wearing uniform. I never entered that room. Please, sir." But the manager had to do what he had to do. "Please, Grace, leave this hotel before I call the police." Grace walked out slowly and she was in so much pain. As she was leaving, She saw the mumu Linda smiling like a cat that had just stolen a fish. Grace's instinct told her that Linda's hand might be on this. She then confronted her. Linda, so you did this? But why? Linda looked at her with bold eyes. Me? Hey, I didn't do anything, no. CCTV does not lie. Does it lie? Grace. I know it does not lie, Linda. But you and I know that you are the only one that have access to that footage room. Only you. It is well, oh, but just know that what comes around, it will also go around. You did this and you felt like you've won. Why you hate me so much, I don't know. I am not the first poor person to be born on this earth. Linda continued to laugh. Listen to yourself. You think anybody will believe you with all these things that you are yabbing? You are just a poor cleaner. I am the receptionist. I have class. See my makeup. On point. See my phone. Well, take a look at you. Take a look at you. I said that you are not fit to work here. And you are not fit to work here. Grace swallowed hard. She just said to Linda, God will judge you. This thing you did to me, God will judge you. Linda had to cut her off with a loud hiss. I beg, keep your preaching. Let me give you small advice. All girls like you should never dream of more. This world is not for dreamers. Know your place. Grace was so pissed off. She was so angry. She wanted to give that Linda a small slap. In fact, hit her mouth so that she will keep it shut. She wanted to scream on her head and tell the whole world who Linda truly is. But she knew that nobody would believe her. Grace chose to respect herself. She picked up the small nylon bag and she walked out of the hotel like a soldier who had lost a battle, but not the war. Behind her, as she was leaving, Linda shouted, seeing that Grace was still wearing the uniform. Ah, cleaner girl, drop the uniform now. Ah, you want to go and sell that one too? Grace removed the uniform and just dropped it. Linda grabbed it and laughed. I will wear it tomorrow to remember your foolish face, nonsense girl. Linda turned and said to her, there is no problem. You are free to mock me. You can wear my uniform, Linda, but you can never tear down my destiny. Linda rolled her eyes. Destiny call, destiny me. I beg, go and sleep on your destiny, Jare. Linda walked out of that hotel with tears rolling down her cheeks. In fact, she was so sad and heartbroken. A fire was already growing inside her. She swore that she will never let this end like this. Linda will never go scot-free. Linda, being the petty girl she was, the next day, she did not waste time. She wore Grace's old uniform. She stood by the lobby decks and kept on smiling. When a guest passed, she would shout, "Good morning, sir. Welcome. No worry, there is no motive here. That last cleaner, wait if your money, she don't go." People clapped. Some staff laughed because Linda was enjoying the joke and the attention. She felt powerful. She even changed her WhatsApp status to "Shine your eyes, not all smiles are clean." Meanwhile, after that humiliation Grace went through at the hotel, she had cried her eyes out all day. Even sleep did not come. For 2 days straight, Grace was still mourning like someone that lost a dear one. In her small room, she was thinking of what next to do. She cannot let that thing just go, and Linda would just spoil her name with such a manner. It was so embarrassing, knowing who she was. She thought it hard and long. She had to make a decision. She had to bring down her ego and call her brother. That was the only option she had. On the third night, Grace picked up her phone and called her brother. It rang twice before he could pick. Finally, when Collins picked the call, he said hello. When Grace heard that voice, she held her breath for a while. because Collins was the last person on earth she wanted to talk to, just because of their last misunderstanding. Collins were now getting impatient. Hello, who is this? Talk, I'll end this call. Grace now said hello. And immediately Collins heard that voice. He knew immediately that it was his sister. Grace, is this really you? Yes, brother, it is me. Wow. Grace, for over a year now, I've not heard from you. Is that how you do? I know we had a misunderstanding, but why would you disappear? You are a forming tough woman. It was only the two of us that our parents had. So are you expecting me not to take care of you? I have been waiting for this call for a very long time. Where are you? Go back home. We have a lot to talk about. Okay, I am ready to share my property now. You can have even 50% of it. You deserve it. You are my only sister. Okay? I only deprived you of it just because of one or two reasons. When you come back home, I will explain. As Grace heard her brother talk in such a manner, her eyes was filled with tears, but she summoned the courage and asked for help. Collins, please, I need your help urgently, but I don't need your pity. Okay, I am listening. What is the problem? Did you get yourself into trouble? Tell me, I'm coming there right away. Grace now told him everything that happened, how she got a job in a hotel, how she was framed, and how one particular receptionist named Linda kept on mocking her. She then told her brother, please, I don't want you to fight for me. I know you have all the money to do so. I just want to fight for myself. I need access to the truth. Collins smiled on the phone. Ah, you, Grace, strong like mama. Do not worry, my beautiful sister. You will have all the support you need from me. Just like you said, I would help you. But first, you need to come back home. And Grace agreed. Back at the hotel, where Linda still worked, the hotel monthly staff meeting was always on Friday. They held that on Friday. And the good part is that they always stream it live on Instagram. Guests could watch, so could followers. Linda came to work that morning in a very tight red dress. She wore high heels and fresh nails. Her lipstick was so loud, even the crowd was louder. I am the star today, she said, snapping a selfie at the reception. Then she posted it online with a caption, hard work pays, from receptionist to supervisor. After her taking pictures up and down, by 11 a.m., the meeting started. Chairs were arranged in the main hall. Staff wore uniforms. Some were even gossiping up and down. Linda sat in front. Then the hotel manager stood on the stage and welcomed everyone. The camera was rolling. Instagram live. Viewers were watching. And the manager started his introduction. Today, we have a surprise guest joining us. Please, welcome. Immediately, the glass door opened and Grace walked in, not in a cleaner's uniform. She wore a low gold gown. Her head was packed high. Her heels, or more, even her face glowed like never. Everyone was shocked. Is that Grace? Wow, she looked so different. Even Linda stood up so fast from her chair. She barely fell. You again? She shouted. How did you enter here dressed like that? Grace did not even bother to answer her. She turned to the manager and smiled. I am ready. The manager smiled back. Then Collins walked in, Grace's brother. He was wearing a beautiful suit. No one has seen him in years. And surprisingly, Collins turns out to be the owner of the hotel. He walked up and introduced himself in case if there are new workers who have not seen him before. He then greeted everyone. Good morning. I would love have to introduce someone to you all, since you all have known me. This is my sister. Her name is Grace Collins. I know the shock on your faces. Do not worry. Some of you thought she was just a cleaner. But Grace was just an undercover. She wanted to work here, not as the boss's sister, but as a normal staff, to understand the hotel, to see the truth with her own eyes and know how some of you staff treat your workers. Then, before I continue, I want all of us to watch a CCTV camera. Everywhere became quiet. Even Linda could not talk. Her mouth was still widely open in shock. She could not believe her ears and her eyes that Grace, the same Grace she embarrassed, mocked and humiliated, is the boss's sister. Immediately, the lights went off and the screen lit up. Everyone turned. Collins, Grace's brother, then said, "This is the real CCTV. From that day, my sister was named a thief, accused of being a thief. This is the unedited one, not the fake video you all saw. Now, let us watch." The CCTV played and it showed Linda entering the guest room with a cleaner's uniform. She looked around, then took out 45,000 naira from the guest wallet. She smiled, then looked at the camera, then placed the money inside her bra. Everybody was in shock. "Ah!" someone shouted. "Jesus!" another person shouted. "So she's the one!" another person screamed. "I knew it!" Linda's face was full of humiliation. No. This is not real. Someone edited this one." Grace smiled this time around and walked towards her. "Oh, really? This is the fake one." Then explain why the timestamp matches the entry log from the key card door system. That data cannot lie. Colin stepped forward and said to Linda, "You do not need to fake it to make it, okay? You do not need to look down on people just because you got a job. For your information, the camera in all of this hotel was upgraded. It records sound and backup directly to our secure server. So, no matter how you try to tamper with that recording, that CCTV recording, we will still get the original one from the server. I am sorry, you have been caught red-handed." Linda was so embarrassed. She was embarrassed publicly. Grace then said to her, "Your account is closed though, in case you don't know. And hello, Madam Linda, you are fired." Linda knelt down on her knee immediately and started begging. Please, Grace, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I was stupid there. In fact, I am anything you call me right now. Please, I was only trying to help my sick mother. I did not mean to. I swear, I took that money just because of her drugs. Please, I did not mean to." Grace then knelt beside her and said to her, "You laughed when I cried, Linda. You lied to cover your sin. You mocked me in front of strangers. Now, face your own music. You see that music that you played? You are going to dance to it." Linda burst into more tears. Grace stood up and faced the staff. "I've worked here as your cleaner. I've swept your floor. I smiled even when most of you insulted me. But today, I walked in not just as Colin's sister, but as your new staff training manager." People clapped. Most of the people that followed Linda to mock her bowed their head in a very humiliating way. After the humiliation, Linda sat on the floor, shaking like a dry leaf. Her hands were covering her face. Her mouth kept on moving, but nobody heard what she was saying. As she sat there, maybe she was waiting for Grace to forgive her. Two security men walked in and said to her, "Madam, oya stand up. Oga say may we escort you out. Sharp, sharp." Linda looked up. "Please, I will pay the money back. Please, Grace, please." Collins did not even look at her. and Grace didn't either. The guard helped her up. She picked her bag with shaky hands. Her wig even shifted. She did not even remember all those ones. Her mascara and all the loud makeup. The cry and everything have ruined it. They walked her out of the hall and straight out of the hotel. Outside the hotel, after she was escorted out by the security guards, Linda's phone rang. It was her brother Jerry. When she picked up, still in a very sad mood, Jerry shouted at her, "Can you please explain?" He didn't even allow her to talk. "So this is how you want to disgrace us? Abeg o, don't come home o. Don't come to this house, because if you do, Linda, you will not like the outcome. Since you have the mouth to bully another person, use that energy and sort yourself out." The brother ended the call without Linda even saying a word. She kept on looking at her phone. Notification everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, Facebook. People have posted the CCTV clip. And it has started going viral. Some people even went far to even made a meme with her. Tagged her thief in a designer's heel. From receptionist to receptionist in sale. Linda angrily threw her phone on the ground. It cracked. She doesn't even mind. She just sat on the road there and cried. Truly, she had fallen. Meanwhile, before Grace arrived at that event that happened at the hotel, when she got home, her brother Collins welcomed him and told her the main reason why she was deprived of her inheritance after their parents died. It was stated in the will that she would not have her inheritance not until she cut off her relation with one particular girl. It turns out that the last time Grace misbehaved so badly, it was because of her friendship with her best friend. After Collins deprived her of all the inheritance that was given to her, even Grace's best friend had to cut her off because she does not have money. But Grace, on the other hand, wanted to prove her brother wrong. After the brother explained that the parents warned him to make sure that she cut off that stupid bestie of hers before you can be able to have your inheritance. "I am sorry, Grace, but I have to adhere to our parents' last instruction. Please, you will have to understand me. That girl was a very big red flag, but you chose to be friends with her. You nearly entered psychiatric hospital the last time you went on a party with her. She drugged you, and still you kept on being friends with her. So our parents felt that if they give you that kind of money, if you touch that kind of money, I am sure you wouldn't be here with me. You would have been long gone. So when you made the decision of leaving, I decided to leave you. But I didn't know that you would stay this long. But on a second thought, I love the fact that you went out there and tested how life is without money, so that by the time I hand you over your inheritance, you will be able to manage it. And you will also manage the hotel with me." Grace was so happy and grateful. She hugged her brother and they settled. Her inheritance was given back to her, and that was how she came to that event with Collins. Linda learned her lessons the hard way. She was humiliated publicly just to show you that power is not loud. Kindness should not be mistaken for weakness. And sometimes that person that you are looking down on sweeping that floor today might be the one signing your paycheck tomorrow. We should be careful on how we treat people and look down on others. It is not good. Hi besties, I know you enjoyed the story and you learned one or two in this story. Please kindly share to your loved ones. Give it a very big thumbs up. Thank you, and God bless you as you do so. Also comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about this story. I will be there to reply your comments. You can also support me if you love my stories. Support me by buying me a coffee. The link to buy me a coffee is on the description of the story and on my bio. See you on the next one. Goodbye and God bless you.